Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I feel like every video I'm making at the moment is about pregnancy, but hey, it's my channel. It's the experience I'm going through. So we're gonna talk more about pregnancy, yay! So I thought I'd actually talk about, if you're watching this video before you've seen the doula video, maybe this is the first video you've seen. So it's not really all about pregnancy, but I don't know what order these are in, so let's just go for it. So today I thought I'd talk a little bit more about my first trimester and just finding out I was pregnant, and from then till now, I'm now safely in my second trimester, where apparently you can talk about it all you want. So let's talk about it. So we were never planning actually to like get pregnant per se. It wasn't something that we were constantly practicing or trying it or anything like that. It was something that we knew that we wanted to happen at some point in the future, but we didn't actually know if it was going to happen or not because of all my health problems. And if you don't know about my health problems, I made a video about dealing with living with Lyme disease, Hashimoto's, and just chronic illness in general. I'll link the video below. That tells you a little bit more about what I've been through in the past couple of years, from getting diagnosed to living with it and handling it and trying to holistically heal myself. So I have another child already. I've always wanted to have a second child, but it's something that I didn't know was gonna happen. And actually I was told by doctors not to get my hopes up, that most likely I was never gonna have any more kids. So I'd made my peace with it, and I was totally fine with being a mother of one. But I guess the universe had other ideas for me. So how did I find out that I was having a baby? I've always had, I think a lot of the symptoms that you have during your first trimester are symptoms that I live with. So I never really had that aha moment where I felt like something was wrong or I should check something out, because it's my life. I live with chronic illness. I am constantly exhausted. Sometimes I'm nauseous, sometimes I spent days in bed. So when that happened, there were no alarm bells to me. It just felt like it was just maybe just another symptom of my illness. But I had been using this app, I'm sure a lot of you know about it, called Natural Cycles. And basically it's an app that helps you if you don't want to be using like hormone kind of contraception. It helps you to know when you're ovulating, when you're not ovulating, when your period's due, when are your safe days to have sex unprotected, and when you should stay clear of having sex. So I decided a while ago to stop using hormonal contraception because it wasn't helping my illness. So I started using Natural Cycles. And then I think when doctors told me that I probably was never going to get pregnant, we got a little, yes, I think because my boyfriend also knew that I was using it, but we kind of really didn't follow it down to a T, maybe, I don't know. But it's a really good, if you've never used Natural Cycles, I'm actually not slamming it at all. It's a really, really good way to have natural contraception. So you take your temperature every day, use a thermometer, and every day it measures where your it measures where your temperature is, and it tells you, it calculates when your period is due. It reminds you every morning to measure, and it's one of those things you do have to kind of measure for a while before it gets your own body's algorithm. So I was lying in bed one day, and I was like getting ready to kind of measure my temperature like I do every single day. And then this message popped up on my phone saying, "Could you be pregnant?" And I was kind of like, huh? Like, what? It's just literally like really weird. So I called my boyfriend. I'm like, you have to look at this. I don't know what this is. And he was just kind of looking at me as well, like dumbfounded, like, sure it's nothing, you're overreacting. So I made him go and get me pregnancy test, and he got it, peed on the stick, and there was like 2 blue lines, and I was like, oh, okay. I think at the time I was like just really in shock about 2 blue lines, like what does that mean? He was kind of like, okay, I guess we're having a baby, move on. And I was just like in disbelief about what was going on. And I then went on to buy like 2-3 other tests by myself and took those, and they were all like positive. I even did the digital one because I wanted to see it in words that I was pregnant. And yeah, that was that. So it was like, I think at that time it was about 7 weeks in. So yeah, 7 weeks pregnant. And I wish I could say I had like a really nice experience, or it was a lot of fun, but it really wasn't. It was a lot of things that I was just kind of like, I wish I could fast forward past this bit and just get to the fun bit. First trimester for me was like a lot of nausea, a lot of complete fatigue. I was in bed pretty much the entire first trimester. I couldn't eat anything, I couldn't keep anything down, but I still felt nauseous, so I was constantly dry retching and feeling like death. And I think it just wasn't fun. It wasn't a fun experience. And I think that's one of the things that they don't tell you about. Actually, the weird thing is you're always told that you shouldn't tell people that you're pregnant in your first trimester. And I completely disagree with that, because I probably think that's the time that I needed the most support, because I couldn't tell anybody what was wrong with me, and I was canceling plans all the time. I wasn't seeing friends. I couldn't go to work. So I literally just looked like I was just being a bitch, which wasn't true, but I couldn't exactly say anything. So yeah, so that wasn't fun. And I think all those weeks I had no weird cravings or anything. I just couldn't eat anything. I just felt ill the entire time, and it just wasn't fun. And then I had my 12-week scan, where we actually finally got to see the baby and feel, hear the heartbeat and all that. And I personally think that's actually when it all got real for me. Like just seeing it and seeing, oh my God, actually there is a life inside me right now. Like that was the moment for me when I was like, wow, okay, we're doing this. This is happening. And it's, you know, it was a beautiful experience to go through. But then again, we kind of went through that, and then we were like pulled into a room after that, and we're told by a midwife, well, the sonographer was like, oh yeah, everything's fine, except for like something that I saw, but like the midwife will explain everything to you. And we're both looking at each other like, what? And then you get pulled into this room, and I'm thinking this never happened with me before, so like I'm already freaking out, because I freak out really easily. And then the midwife tells us that they basically measured the back of the baby, what is it called? The liquid? I think it's called the liquid, or the liquid at the back of the baby's head. And from that, the baby had too much, and that doesn't mean anything's wrong, but apparently it's an indicator that there might be something wrong. And immediately we're like given this leaflet about Down syndromes and Pitter syndrome or some other stuff like that. And they're like, okay, we're gonna do more tests. I'm already freaking out. I'm already like, oh my God, what's happening? Something wrong with my baby. And so we had some blood tests done, and had to wait. We were told, okay, so when it comes to maternity and antenatal, no news is good news. So if you don't hear from anybody, then you're good. If you get a phone call, then that means something is wrong. And she was like, our phone calls come out as private number, so if anything's wrong, you'll probably get a call on Monday or Tuesday. And I'm just like, that's a whole week away. So I just have to stay this entire week and try and be positive and think that everything's fine, when inside I'm freaking out like, oh my God. And I don't know if you do this, but I am the kind of person who loves Dr. Google. I'm literally on all the forums, on Google, Googling things, and I was turning myself into a hot mess. Just hearing other people's stories and getting freaked out and thinking, oh my God, that's it. Like, it's gonna be like the horrible news. Meanwhile, my boyfriend was just like, everything's fine, we'll be fine, like just chill. And I think he helped me stay calm as well a little bit, because he was just like, why would you freak out about something that hasn't happened? Just relax. So fast forward to Monday, I didn't get a phone call, and I'm like, okay, one day down, no one called me. If I don't get a phone call tomorrow, then we're good. And then Tuesday afternoon, I'm like out of the shower, I'm getting dressed, and my phone rings, and it's a private number. And I'm already like, oh my God, this is it. Like, they say the phone call would be a private number. And then I answer the phone, and it's the midwife. And the first thing, she's like, hi, is this Amanda? And I'm like, yeah. And I'm like shaking, holding the phone. And she's like, are you somewhere private where we can talk? I'm like, oh my God. I literally started crying on the phone. I didn't even give her a chance to tell me what was going on. I was like howling, crying on the phone. And she's like, no, it's fine. Like, I just wanted to tell you that your results came back and everything was low risk. And if I tell you, I froze in that moment. I literally froze, and then I think I'm really sorry to that midwife, but I kind of cussed her out a little bit because I was like, why are you calling me? You said you wouldn't call if everything was good. So why the F are you calling me right now? And bless her, she was really sweet about it. She was like, you seemed really worried. I thought I'd call you and give you a courtesy. So I appreciate that, but like, please, next time just stick to what you say, because that moment didn't need to happen. But I think after that, it was really nice. You know, it's like, okay, everything's fine. The baby's healthy. I'm good. We can carry on. And my first trimester was done. Like, I'm in my second trimester at the moment, and like the energy is back. I've started doing yoga again, so it's all fun. It's fine. I'm actually allowing myself to get excited about having another baby and actually buy stuff and plan and things like that, which is really cool. But it's definitely, I don't know, it's a very weird journey, and it's just one that I feel like I've been through this before, but I haven't, because everything feels completely new for me at the moment. I'm really lucky I haven't had any like weird cravings or anything like that, actually. So it's just one of those things where, okay, we're done with that first trimester. Let's get back into normal programming with the second trimester, and hopefully I can actually start to do more fun videos around this. Like, now that the hard part is like 40 weeks and pushing a watermelon out, but hopefully now we can actually start to do more fun things and, you know, like discover a lot more about pregnancy. I think pregnancy is my life at the moment, so that's pretty much going to be a lot of that. But yeah, that's my first trimester update. Not fun, but happy that it's over. And I want to hear your first trimester story. I want to hear what you went through. Did you have a fun time? Did you have an easy pregnancy? Tell me about if you've been through the second trimester. Tell me some fun things that you did that maybe I can look forward to and get excited about. So leave me a comment below. Let's keep the conversation going. And again, follow me on social media. If you're not, I'm on Instagram @mansmillie or Facebook Amanda Millie, and I'll link those in the description box as well. And I look forward to chatting with you more on the next video. So till then, love the life you're living.